What's up, YouTube? So this video is going to be a breakdown of my nickel 245 odd scheme. I'm going to go over the zone drops I use. They're situational, but sometimes I'll use them for a whole drive. I'm going to break down the man coverages that I use and the zone coverages that I use. Just a little bit of breakdown of like 4 or 5 plays just to get you guys a good idea of how to use it. I run this out of the Bears playbook, but if you want to use a different playbook, it's in the Buffalo Bills, the Arizona Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that's it, but there may be more. I'm not sure. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Any support that I can get really means a lot. So yeah, let's get right into it, man. Alright, so we're going to get some important things out of the way first. So the first thing we're going to focus on is personnel. I like to put my fastest D lineman where 96 and 49 is. I like to put my best cornerbacks where number 3 and 2 are, and then number 29 is my slot, so that in my case that would be Charles Woodson. I like to put my best safeties up top. That'll be Cam Chancellor and Divine Diablo. And then I'll put my backup safeties right here. But if you don't have them, you can put linebackers. But this is a safety set. And then I'll put my fastest linebacker where number 52 is right here. Zone drops, we're going to start with 15 and 5. I don't really touch the hooks. And these will go up as the drive progresses. So if it's like a 2nd and 15, we'll move this up to 20 and 10. If they come out in like gun bunch tight end, or trips tight end, I'll automatically have the 20 and 10, but the 5 is for the flats, 15 is to play outside the numbers. So these are the plays we're going to be focusing on. Cover 2 man, cover 3 cloud, cover 4 drop, and pinch 2. I already made a video on cover 6, so if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. It's pretty much the best match coverage in the game, in my personal opinion. So we're going to start with pinch 2. Let's get it. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to base align, which is Y on the controller or triangle, and then left on the analog stick, and we're going to bring this guy right here down. He's blitzing. So what I usually like to do, I like to shade over top, so my 2 cornerbacks will be on cloud flats. That'll play any outside right there. So if you want pressure, then I would just leave it stock like this and you'll get enough pressure. I like to put Y on my linebacker in the middle third, and I like to put B on the right end in a curl flat, so that'll card the flats. And then I'll use her right here. I'm usually trying to take away the running back route or any middle routes. So we'll see what that looks like. It's the first coverage. So as you can see, we might have had X, but we didn't have any time. This is against flood, by the way. So I'm going to show it to you again. I like to base a line, bring my cornerback right here, and QB contain. I'll put my linebacker Y in the middle third. I'll shade over top to put them in cloud flats, and then I'll put B in a curl flat. That'll take away the flat from the tight end, and we're just focused on the running back until he gets over there to the left side, and then we'll focus on the middle. So here we go. We could hit A right there, and then we would have X, but I'd be usering him. So a way that people would like to attack the cover 2, we're going to base the line here, bring him over here, is by hitting where the deep zone is and the soft squat, or what it'll be a cloud flat, right in the middle of there. So the deep zone won't be able to get over there. So what we can do for that is we can man up our X receiver just like that. And we can take our blitzing cornerback, which is Y. That'll be triangle for you guys. We can put him in a curl flat, shade underneath, shade over top. And then we can take our B cornerback, man him up on B if it's like 4 verticals or something. And then take our linebacker on the right side, put him in a curl flat, shade down, shade over top. Put our Y linebacker in a deep zone, which is a middle third, and then call HUD. All we got to worry about is the running back and the tight end if they don't put him on a delay fade. So A's guarded right there. A will be guarded right there. Only thing that's open is RB, so we would have to worry about RB. So, for the blitz, all I do is just bring Maddox in. I'll shade over top just like that, and then I'll put our Y linebacker, which would be triangle for PlayStation. I put him in the middle third, and I just guard the middle. This is a 5-man blitz, so you should get pressure. This is against no one blocking, so it should definitely be pressure. Here we go. We get some sheds, and we get a sack right there. Now, if they block the running back, which they probably will if they get blitzed, we'll just shade over top again. We're going to QB contain, pass commit, and they might put A on a delay fade like this. It's just a flood concept that a lot of people use. So we'll make sure that we are shading over top. We'll call a HUT. And as you can see, we can't get anyone through, but it is a lot of shedding going on. So we'll be able to get pressure there if we can just box everything up. So yeah, that's pinch 2. Let's move on to the next coverage. All right, so the next coverage I'm going to go over is cover 2 man. This is what it should look like stock. There's a couple adjustments I like to do. What I start with is I like to base align and then press right after. So then it'll look like this. I like to man align, so it'll bring our cornerback over here. I like to put Y and LB, which are my top safeties in curl flats, and then I shade underneath and shade over top. That'll put them in cloud flats. That'll guard anything that you put it on, like the 15s or the 20s. And sometimes I like to either put B right here, this guy, either in a curl flat, or I'll put him in a vert hook like this. So it just depends on what they're running. This is what it will look like. Our only option is a running back. He has nothing. We'll just throw it, and yep, it's a pick. So this is one of my favorite things to do, especially if you have like one step ahead, mid-route KO, stuff like that. Great coverage. I'm going to show it here again. And I forgot to mention, when you're running man coverage, the only thing that will really matter are these two again. Vert hook will just play match if you put him in a vert hook, that B right end. So I like to keep it on 15. Sometimes I'll go up to 20, but I like to keep it on 15 most of the time. So we'll come back out in cover 2 man. And like I said, we're going to base align, we're going to press, and then we're going to click Y, and we're going to man align. That'll bring that cornerback over there again. We're going to put Y and LB both in curl flats like this. We're going to shade down and shade over top right after. And we're going to put our B linebacker, which is Singleton, on a curl flat just like this. And yeah. So as you can see, the only thing we need to guard is the running back. Everything else is guarded. Like I said, it's one of my favorite coverages to use. All right, the next coverage we're going to go over is cover 3 cloud. This is actually a really underrated coverage in itself. It's got a really good concept. So pretty much all I like to do is I like to just shade over top. I'll have a cloud flat on the right side, on the bunch side, and then I'll have a curl flat on the left side, which will play that running back if he goes on an out route, because that's what a lot of people like to do. And honestly, I like to keep it like this. The only thing that they could beat you in is in a verticals play. They could go on the right side over top because of this guy right here, Harris. He's in that deep half. So that is kind of shaky. All you got to worry about is playing the middle. This is kind of like a match coverage, but if you press Y and LB and play the sticks, it won't be match. It'll be your zone drops. So here we go. We're on the running back. We can switch to X, and nothing's really open. I'll dump it down right here. So I'll show you guys cover 3 cloud again. Like I said, really all I like to do is just shade over top, and that'll keep him in a curl flat, and put our right cornerback over here, which is Slay, in a cloud flat. I like to QB contain if they have like Vic or Vince Young or something like that. QB contain's really good this year. And like I said, I'll just use her in the middle. I'll use the running back until he breaks left if he's on the out route, and then my curl flat will pick it up. So here we go. My curl flat's on that. All we got to do is play the middle, and he's boxed just like that. This one's underrated. I don't use it that much, but it is good. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like using it that much. Alright, so this next coverage I'm going to go over is cover 4 drop. For this one, I like to have my zone drops up, like 25 and 10. This is for like long downs, like 2nd and 19, 3rd and 15 and up. It'll look like this. We'll come out and cover 4 drop. And all we're going to do is just shade underneath, shade over top. That's going to put them in cloud flats. We're going to take Y and put him in a middle read, just like this. And we're going to be using our left safety linebacker over here, which is Wallace in this case. And we're just going to call hut. It's going to be PA boot over. And as you can see, everything's absolutely clamped. And they got to get big yards. So we're not worried about any of the checkdowns. We'll let them have the checkdowns. I'll show it to you here again. Cover 4 drop. All we like to do is just shade down, shade over top just like this. And we'll put Y right here in a middle read, this guy, Mike Epps. And then all we're doing is just using Mike Wallace. So we're going to call a hut. And as you can see, literally nothing's open. They can try to make that X play, but we're going to be there. Nickel 2-4-5 odd. The only downside to this coverage is the run. That's what we're going to go over next. We're going to show you how to shoot the right gaps. It just depends. But yeah, let's get right into that. All right, so this is going to be for the run. If I ever see that the player that I'm facing is coming out in single back or I form, I will come in to cover 2 man out of 2-4-5 odd. And then I'll audible into 3-3-5 wide, either Tampa 2 or cover 2 man. Just like this. And then all I do is I'll base align and press. And I'll just QB contain. And I'm assuming that they're running the ball, so I'm just going to try to follow the run. just like this. And as you can see, this is really good run defense. It's not 2-4-5 odd necessarily, but this is just what you have to do if they come out in single back. Now, if they come out in like something like this, just a regular gun bunch formation, and you feel like they're going to run the ball, the only thing you want to do is just, you can set your same stuff that you do with this play. So we'll still put Y and LB in curl flats just like this. And you want to have your blitzing linebacker right here always on this side of the bunch side, because it'll give you that extra player so you can shoot this gap. What we're trying to do is shoot right here in between 74 and 75, the right guard and the right tackle. Because if it is a run, we'll be able to get right through. And if we can't, our defense will still be able to. So I'll show it to you again. All I like to do is just man align and base. We'll set our coverages up again like we usually do. And we're just going to hover right in between our linemen and our linebacker that are both blitzing. Or in this case, B would be on a curl flat. We're going to hover right between them two. I'm just going to try to shoot this gap right here and get right through. This is the best gap shoot in the game, I promise you. Especially for nickel 2-4-5 odd. It'll get you right through every single time. So there's one more play that I like. It's going to be cover 3 sky. And literally all I do for this one as well is I just shade underneath, shade over top. So they'll be in cloud flats. And I like to take my B guy, put him in a curl flat just like that. So it's kind of the same concept as cover 3 cloud, except you have that extra curl flat over there. And that deep zone is going to be able to play it a lot better because it's cover 3 sky. It's not match coverage. So here we go. All we got to do is just guard the running back. Only thing that was open was A. Get rid of the ball here. If I was talking too fast for you guys, I apologize. I'm going to make sure in the comment section that I leave all the written info for it down below in the comments. So if you don't feel like listening to the video, I'll add timestamps as well. And I'll add all the tutorials in the comments step by step for each formation, each coverage. And at the end of this video, I'm going to leave some gameplay of me using some of these coverages just so you can get a glimpse of how good it is. And yeah, just start using it as fast as you can, man. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, be sure to leave a like, drop a subscribe, leave a comment. Any suggestions on what you want to see next, just let me know. And I'm out, man. Thank you, guys.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Pick it up. Pick it up. Mike check. Gone. 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Seam 6. Stop, baby. That's now.
No. Off. Hey, check 24.
Leo.
24.
Check 20.
Ready, go.